Welcome to another episode of Do We Have Heat, the pro wrestling debate show where we put two topics pro wrestling head to head and we figure out which one is better. Tonight's show, what is a better pro wrestling weapon? Is it the table or is it the ladder? First of all, before we begin, Steven, how you doing this week? Haven't seen you in a while.
I'm doing good.
Good to hear.
I'm ready to argue for the tall king of the wrestling ring.
Well, short, flat, stubby kings rise up as the table, I believe, is the ultimate pro wrestling weapon. Before we begin, just to let the audience at home to kind of know where the mindset was, we watch a little bit of wrestling before we get into these, just to get kind of loosened up. And today, we watched the one, the only
WLC.
It was so good. It was not even good because of what do they call it? They call them micro matches.
It was micro wrestling.
Micro wrestling. And they call it micro wrestling, but it was
Jerry the King Smaller.
Okay. For those who haven't seen this match, first of all,
it's Hornswoggle and El Torito.
And if you're unfamiliar with El Torito, he was with two guys who were the Matadors, who were Primo and Epico, and he is dressed up as a bull. That is his character. And they gave him
a good wrestler.
The entrance they gave him, Primo and Epico had oh my god, they had those the Matador capes, and they're waving them back and forth.
This was a WrestleMania level entrance.
Oh, 100.
It was This was this man's WrestleMania.
Yeah, 100%. They came in. They had they're waving the what do they call it? Capes. Yeah, waving the capes, and then he busts through the capes to a tight shot.
I don't think that's what they're called, but I will let you.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. So I'll let you ride with that one.
Shout out Matadors. Shout out cultural Spaniard stuff. Yeah. If you're a Matador in the chat, let us know what those things are. I don't know what those things are. I think they're capes.
I think they're capes.
Capes.
I don't know.
No capes. Anyways. But he comes out, and then who comes out next but Hornswoggle with
3MB,
3-man band, which is 66% future WWE champions. Jinder Mahal. Oh, dude.
And Drew McIntyre. If you told me out of the three that there would be two of them that would be champions, I'd tell you that you were a liar. That maybe one of them got it.
Yeah.
But not the other two.
Which is so funny to me. Okay, hold on. I know this isn't the debate. 3-man band, one of the most successful factions. 66% of the members went to be on the world champs. The only ones I can think of more is probably the Shield, right?
100% of the members have all become world champions in multiple companies.
Nation of Domination, not everybody, not even half.
Four Horsemen, obviously, they had.
Well, Malenko was never world champion.
He was never world champion.
3-man. Okay, hold on. You had Ric Flair. Arn Anderson was not a world champ.
Yeah, you have
Dean Malenko, not a world champ, but that's also 3-man band.
It was just Ric. It really
was just Ric Flair.
Ric Flair and his goons.
3-man band.
3-man band is higher championship
percentage of world champion of WWE champions
than the 4 Horsemen. Okay, yeah, that's wild. That's funny.
That's insane. We really
think about it.
We slept on 3-man band. We slept on him.
Regardless of any of the criticisms that you could throw at, any championship reigns of anyone, dude, they were still champion.
Yeah, 100%. You want to be upset? Jinder Mahal was the champion when they were trying to move into the India territory and stuff like that, and people want to say stunt casting. Don't matter. Still hold the title. He also had a match. Oh yeah, he's also had a match with The Rock. You know who else has had a match with The Rock recently? Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins and Jinder Mahal. End of list. End of list. Well, he didn't have a match. He had a promo, right?
But he was in the match. He was in the tag team match with The Rock. So technically, he had a match with The Rock. He just wasn't wrestling against The Rock.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get into this. We mentioned the WLC because we saw the
just a little bit of it though.
But we saw
only a small amount.
But they started off, they go to the commentary table and they have 3 micro announcers of
WBL,
Jerry the King,
Micro
Cole, and Jerry the King Smaller.
They originally went with
Something
Jerry
else.
the Micro King Lawler.
Yeah,
But then commentary started calling him Jerry Smaller.
Right.
And it
So much better.
So much better.
We changed his name. Cannon. That's Cannon.
It's Jerry Smaller.
Yeah, it's Jerry Small. 100%.
Jerry the King Smaller.
100%. But the match was really good, and you saw all sorts of shapes and sizes of tables, ladders, and chairs. Jinder Mahal at one point takes a double table with a ladder on top of it.
Ladders. It was a double table with 2 ladders on top of it.
Yeah.
Not only that, we need to mention this was a pre-show match. This was for free,
and it was
between
filled.
Extreme Rules,
and the audience was there early.
Chance, like the audience was packed.
Yeah,
they were hyped for this match.
It was so good. It was. I don't want to turn this into like a review of the wheels,
guys. There's one of the 3 bright spots of 2012 to 2017 WWE.
It was really good. It was actually like it's better than it had any right to be.
We were sports entertained.
Very sports entertained. But there were so many good table spots as well. Drew McIntyre does a flipping tope to the outside through a table. Like, okay, cool. It was pre-goatee Drew. Baby young Drew.
Not only that, they did a ladder spot where they get a ladder out for Hornswoggle, and it's just a 2-step step ladder, and he throws it out of the ring, and he's like, "I need a bigger one.
Give me something bigger."
And they pull out a 3-foot ladder.
Yeah. After that, though, what El Torito gets up, and Hornswoggle looks at him and just goes, "What?" And then El Torito gestures towards the ground. He goes, "Do you want me to lay down?" And then Hornswoggle goes, "Yes, I do." And El Torito lays down, Hornswoggle jumps, and El Torito just rolls out of the way. It was so good. So good. So good. But today, we are not here to talk about the, absolute best micro match WWE has absolutely ever had. We're here to talk about...
Mainly because it was played straight for like almost all of it.
Yeah, it was good.
It wasn't played for, they're little people. It was
just good.
It was just good. It was fun. It was sports entertained. It reminded me of, watching it reminded me of the Jackass match that they had a couple years ago.
There's a little goofy.
It was fun. It was just fun, and everyone in the crowd was into it.
Yeah.
And that's wrestling, baby.
Yeah, they had a great time. I'd be interested to actually watch the Money in the Bank match from that night to see because it was Money in the Bank.
It was Extreme Rules.
Oh, Extreme Rules.
We can always pull up that specific Extreme Rules.
See which one's better. Speaking of Extreme Rules, let's talk about 2 pieces of furniture that are found in a lot of Extreme Rules matches, but
most of them actually.
Most of them, especially in the WWE. And I want to talk about the best one. The best one being the
ladders.
Table. Okay, you want to have the opening argument? You go for it, mister.
Oh, no, I was just big gaming you.
Okay. Know your role. Look, the table. It's not just a thing you eat off of. It's not just something you gather around with the family. It's something you put a motherfucker through.
It's not just something you're the head of either.
Ooh. Shout out head of the tables. Shout out
Solo Sikoa.
Shout out Solo. Oh yeah, acknowledge your tribal chief today.
I guess he's the new one.
Look, the table is actually a like modern spot, right? The table is more recent than you may think. They said I saw this documentary where Sabu says that he invented the tables. He invented the table spot where he.
I think Sabu also said he invented cryptocurrency.
Well,
so
that's fair. That's fair. Take it as you can. Take it as you can. But
with a grain of salt.
But the table, right? There's so many things you can do with it, right? You can put it on the outside and dive through it. You can toss somebody through it.
Put it in the corner.
God, I love a good corner spot. Little flip bump right into the table. Boom! Makes a great sound. And you know what also? A table is a great place to land from a very high spot. And I will talk about one of the highest spots a table has anyone's ever gone through a table on. And it might be the most iconic WWE moment of all time. And I'm talking about Mankind and The Undertaker. Because that spot No. We're not just talking about the folding table. We're talking about all the tables. I'm talking about the ringside table, Spanish announce table, and that is exactly what Mankind exploded through. That table. It's one of the iconic WWE moments, and it doesn't happen without a table. It doesn't.
It really doesn't.
And that's why the table.
You know what? Let's talk about an even more important WWE table. The WWE board table. What did they know?
The board table? Oh, God. Oh, God.
Back to your argument.
We'll be right back. Oh, my God. Yeah, what a.
We weren't supposed to bring that up.
Jesus.
That wasn't part of the argument, Steve.
Wow, man. That wasn't. Well, look, I like the table spot because I think everyone loves that sound, first of all. And there's so many good things that surround the table. I mean, tables matches, right? I love a tables match because not all the time you
Family dinners.
Well, yeah, family dinners, right? Yelling with your relatives about what do they know?
It's still real to them, damn it.
But the table spot, right? Even if it's just, I understand the Mankind spot is one of the most iconic spots in WWE. And
it's one of the most iconic spots in wrestling.
That's true.
If we're being honest,
it's true.
It's a highlight reel for wrestling in general.
Right. And some of the biggest, best highlight reel moments are surrounded on that are around a table, right? You have the Shield's triple power bomb. I mean, that captivated an otherwise absolutely abysmal WWE decade. Was the Shield, man. What a good triple powerbomb finish. Love that. Who doesn't love that? I will give you this. The tables match is an exciting match, but it may not be as exciting. Right. Are you just gonna let me talk about how good tables are this whole time?
No, I'm not. I'm just letting you have your piece. Let me know when you want me to bring up the 3 pieces of a ladder match.
The 3 pieces of a ladder match? You mean grab the ladder, set up the ladder, climb the ladder?
Yeah, then jump off the ladder. The 3 pieces.
Talk to me about ladder matches.
Listen, tables were cool. Tables were awesome. Up until Shawn Michaels was like, hey, what if I climbed up a ladder and jumped off of it?
Yeah.
And then the wrestling business was changed forever again. Yes, the table is cool. Yes, it has some cool spots.
Yeah.
But how many times have you seen someone jump off of a ladder, spear someone off some championships? That's way cooler than a table spot.
I will say
easily.
That's
the highlights of the ladder matches are so much better than any table spots. Now, we will have to say, and we can both agree on this, that tables have been involved in some of the most iconic ladder spots, and vice versa, ladders have been involved in some of the most iconic table spots. That is, they are, in essence, on some level, linked.
Yes,
and you can't talk with one without bringing up another.
And I can't, and
like with Darby's spot with the glass going through the glass tables.
Well, that was a piece of glass on some chairs. I can't.
That's a table.
I can't have
it. It is a. You could have eaten dinner on it.
You could have.
That for me is a table. At that, anything is a table. It had 4 or more legs. It was standing.
Let's break down what a table is first of all, just for the viewers at home who may not understand. You gotta have more than four or more legs.
At least 4 legs.
Right.
It can't stand on 2. It has to have 4 points of contact on the ground.
Some of those tables have 3 legs. You know what I mean, like a tripod. What do you call them? Not a table.
Okay, so a table has to have at least 3 points of contact to the ground to be standing.
Okay, I'm with you there. Ladder has to have 4. Definitely.
Oh, well, no, you could do a 3-pointed ladder. That'd be bad, but
you need a 2-pointed ladder that's just like you gotta find a wall.
Point, boom, boom. You lay up against the house. That's 3 points of contact. Everything needs at least 3 points of contact.
You know, all those houses you find at Could you imagine if somebody pulled out a ladder match? They pulled out the ladder that you leave.
No,
I messed up.
Now I'm upset that we never got a ladder spot in a House of Horrors match from Bray Wyatt,
with
where they just climbed a ladder on the side of the house and jumped off of it.
those ones
like-
you have to like, pull with the string or whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot what extendable ladders. Whatever.
Or like even one that was laying on the house because they were doing some renovations to the Wyatt compound, I guess, after Orton burned it down.
The contractor shows up and he's like, "Are you sure you want to put money into this thing?" I mean,
But going back to the ladder match, look at all of the moments, the pay-per-views that have been spawned because of the ladder.
right?
You have Money in the Bank. None of the pay-per-views are table specific. They have the ladder as the center spot and the table is the payoff.
But we've had table matches be at pay-per-views, but
Yes, in like 1985.
I mean, also in the early 2000s, but
Yeah, but only because of the Dudleys.
damn right, dude. Okay. Look, if there's one thing if there's
Go ahead, get the Dudleys out of the way. Let's get this one out of the way because this is your best argument. Come
my
on.
best argument, look, and it is a good argument.
It's a good
There
one.
is no catchphrase about ladders. There is an iconic catchphrase about tables. And it requires two men, both brothers. Though they are
Sometimes.
I thought they were always brothers.
Not in TNA for legal reasons. They were not related.
Oh, that's fun.
I think they were called like Brother Bubba and Brother Devon, but they were not actually related brothers.
Oh. Yeah, the old see, I'm from the old guard, old ECW. They were all
They couldn't be the Dudleys.
That's right.
They were just the brothers.
So the Dudley boys, Devon and Bubba Ray, patented the tape. I don't want to say patent, but they brought it to the mainstream for sure. With the 3D, there's a finishing move that has a table built into it. The 3D is built to be done through a table. It's beautiful. It's the perfect maneuver. Nobody kicks out of the 3D. Nobody, especially out of the 3D with the table. And that's why the table is one of the most iconic things. There's no ladder finisher. You're not watching anybody like set up a ladder. Oh, they're going to do the ladder spot they always do. No. It may be a special treat, the ladder match, and I'll give you that. But when you can, I'm talking about accessibility. That's what I want. I want accessibility with my weapons.
Cool. The Kindle stick's more accessible than the table, so you like the Kindle stick more than the table.
Well, when we do the kendo stick debate, I'll take the kendo stick. That'll never happen. See, I can just like
Kindle stick versus light pole. Let's go.
light tubes. Anyways,
no, the
Devon
but
get
that's
the
the
Devon get the tables.
but that's the important part about the ladder. It's a special attraction. It's what you bring out
When the feud's got nowhere else to go.
when it's got nowhere else to go but up, baby.
No. Yeah, the only reason it's going up. Oh my god. Look, not to break kayfabe.
If your storyline is getting stale, get a ladder involved because you're going up now, baby.
Look, I will. I don't mean to like pull the curtain back too much for our audience here, but when we're setting up,
Okay, Oz.
when we're setting up this, we just yell things at each other in regards to
Oz ain't a place, baby.
Yeah.
You're Oz.
you're Oz.
Oz is a place, Dusty.
Nah,
You're Oz, baby.
Dusty. Yeah, man. Don't say what he was doing because we'll get kicked off of TikTok for that. Anyways,
He was expanding his mind.
yes, exactly, with lysergics. Anyways, what I wanted to say though is sometimes we just yell different things at each other in regards to why their other person's thing is stupid. And I didn't even think to yell this at you until right now. The ladder is the staple of the worst match in TNA history. Remember the reverse ladder match where they had to climb up there and put the belt back?
Well, you're going to posit that was the worst match in TNA history. And while I'll give you, it wasn't a good one. Jeff Hardy and Sting was way worse. So it's at least second worst.
Yeah, but we just can't say singles matches are bad. Anyways,
I mean, you can say that one was
that
bad.
one's bad. That's a whole nother issue though. He was on him and Dusty were on the same wavelength.
I know, no, they were on different wavelengths.
Yeah. Anyway, but the table, right? It is more universal. There's many things you can do with it. We see table bumps. We see. I love people when they stack the tables up.
The brutality. Well, at that point, you're just making a ladder out of the tables.
Wow.
You've just done a ladder with extra steps.
Can you make a table out of your ladder?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can, but you just need multiple ladders.
Yeah. Look,
But that's a lot more work, and it's
I will say
no one does that.
I will say that
Actually, a lot of people do that. In fact, it takes two ladders. You take one ladder, you set it up, you can shove one part of the ladder into the other ladder and lay the other one on the ropes. You got a ladder table, 3 points of contact.
Look at you. You won't even just mention the fact that you could take that ladder and put it up on the announce table and then on the apron. And guess what? The table is there to support you and your flimsy metal piece of shit weapon as well. Because the table,
it's wood in WWE now. The
the
ladders
ladder,
they go
yeah.
through are wood.
So
The ones they climb are metal, and the ones they go through are wood.
Yeah.
Which is I guess nice, so
It's
that way the
fine.
ladder always breaks. Because some of those Kevin Owens gets dropped on his back ladder spots from a few years ago are brutal. You just watch Kevin Owens' spirit leave his body. You watch it depart as his back slams on the sharp part of a ladder. And you're like, oh, and then Sami Zayn follows up on top of him, and it's just pain.
If you want to talk Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens ladder matches, like it's got to be ROH.
Yeah,
ROH Ladder War, the Ladder War series. If you haven't gone back,
Ladder War is so good,
and like
so good.
And they're not using the WWE ladders that have like normal ladders. If you got one in your garage, don't have two sides you can climb. Right? They have one side.
They're using the Home Depot ladders.
They're using the Home Depot ladders. Like Sammy and them were. El Generico, God rest his soul, was out there just crushing it. I mean, absolutely crushing it, and that showed the extent of what you can do with ladders. And I will say that ladders seem to have a higher ceiling of the things that you can do. Higher ceiling, pun.
You can climb to the top of them, yeah.
Sure. But there's only so many things
you can put them through the ceiling of a small studio in Los Angeles, California. PWG.
They put it through. I don't know that one. I know PWG, but
I mean, the ceiling was so low there. If you set a ladder up, it was you would jump through the ceiling then down back through the ceiling.
That's true. That's very true. They had. I don't ever think they had a ladder match.
They never really had. I think there may have been like one or two like out of the ring ladder spots, but you could not set a ladder up in that ring.
But I want to talk about certain things with. I like one example. One of the spots that I really like that you do with the ladder or one of the spots you do with the table. It's just the table on the outside. I love somebody going from the inside outside, or even off a turnbuckle through a table, going off anywhere off the ring to the outside through a table. Just makes such a satisfying crunch. And I mean, it's just like it's like a warm blanket, not for the guy in it. And I think that is something you have to consider. A ladder does not sound good when you smack it. I don't think it sounds good at all.
It sounds horrifying.
It does.
In the best way possible. It sounds real. Because it is real. Wrestling is real. None of it is fake.
All of it's real. Yeah.
All of those characters are real. They're not playing characters. They're actually them in real life.
Rhea Ripley should break up with Dom Mysterio. She's like,
yes, she should.
I've been watching you cheat on me on television for the last 3 weeks.
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio, son of Eddie Guerrero.
R.I.P.
Whose catchphrase was lie, cheat, steal, and ladders are better than tables.
Was Eddie? Let's see. Was that what? I don't remember an Eddie. I don't actually remember an Eddie spot with a table or a ladder.
I remember a couple ladder spots. There were a few where he had climbed the ladder and stuff. I feel like he grabbed a couple belts down before. I do remember a few vague Eddie celebratory on the ladder moments.
I will say there is a spot.
It really sucks that our Jamie isn't here to pull up this information for us.
Yeah.
I can't believe we would get left out in the cold like this I can't believe whoever would do this.
You're really going on a You're going on a diatribe that nobody else knows about. Nobody out
We're
there.
tired and we work with children.
I will say that the ladder does have one great spot that I really, really enjoy. And that's when they put the ladder over their head and they spin around
And
like a helicopter. It's a good spot. Good spot. I'm not mad at it. Terry Funk.
Tell me a ladder spot that even comes close to being that fun.
Oh, you mean a table spot?
Yeah, tell me a table spot that even comes close to being that fun, man.
To being that fun? No.
Exactly.
It's whimsical.
It's whimsical and it's fun and it's great. And it doesn't matter how serious the wrestler that does it, it's good. There isn't. It's just ladders are better. Tables were good, and then ladders were the upgrade.
But you just don't see them enough. And I think that there's something to say
yes, because if we saw them enough, they would become tables.
You just gonna jump in there and just step all over me? Let me just finish my sentence. Look, there's something to say about being able to see it more frequently. And I understand what you're saying. It does feel like a special event when you see a ladder. But then when you see the ladder, it's usually in a ladder match, and there's like 12 of them. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's the ladders for the year.
It's overkill. At least the table match has the good sense to just end after the best part happens. Your match type ends after somebody climbs a ladder, something that people do all the time. All the time they climb ladders.
At the risk of this backfiring on me.
Sure.
You brought up the reverse ladder spot.
Yeah.
You want to bring up an even sillier spot with a table?
Let's hear it.
The Big Show stepping through the table and breaking it.
I was just about
how he loses.
I was just about this after the.
That's the silliest thing. That is
a whimsical fun. It's only happened once.
It was a one-time thing though. It was
good.
Never. It's happened once and never again. It's like in my mind, it goes in the same as how does Otis win the Money in the Bank if he can't actually physically climb the ladder?
Yeah.
Oh, the two guys fighting over the briefcase drop it. And he catches it. And he is the holder of the briefcase.
Yeah, and he wins.
That's a whimsical, fun spot. They've only done it once, and they're never going to do it again.
Nor should they.
And that was the same match that, Rey Mysterio ceased to be with us for a few weeks.
Oh, yeah, when he threw him off the building?
They threw him off the building.
He must have landed on a table because he didn't.
It was like how Chad Gable, they were like, we were all like, Chad has been...
right to the head,
dearly departed. But now he's back. He's good, man. Same with Ray. They were like, oh yeah, there was a second roof Ray landed on that was 5 feet lower, and it's like, no, he didn't, guys.
No,
don't lie to us.
No, Ray hit. If you've seen Titan Towers, the old WWE headquarters, it's just a straight glass building. He hit the floor, but he hit a table. That's why.
Side note, that was probably one of the best pay-per-views I've ever watched.
During the pandemic when they were fighting inside of...
Just in general, they were just fighting inside of Titan Towers.
Conceptually, it was great. Yeah.
The Benoit spot?
The spot where they walk into when Vince's office and he's like, get out of here. And it's just like he pumps hand sanitizer on himself. Knowing what we know now, that's less fun. But
apparently that Triceratops skull is just sitting empty in an empty office somewhere in WWE headquarters.
Dude, that's the heist of the century. You know what I mean? I want that.
That's our Nicolas Cage moment. That's our national treasure.
One day it'll be on our wall. I think it's a T-Rex head. There was a T-Rex head.
It was a T-Rex head.
Yeah.
Triceratops.
We're getting off topic again. It's okay. But I think, look, that Big Show spot, it does show there's still things you can do with the table that you haven't seen before.
But when was that? How long ago was that?
Cody Rhodes was still wearing a face mask because he was ugly. That's how old it was.
Yes. That is how old that is. That's the last time someone's done something new with a table. The table spot has been everything that you've done that's been done with a table has been done with a table. I think there's still more you can do with ladders.
I just think there's a lot more ways to jump.
The ladder has more rungs to climb.
Climb that ladder. You know what? I will say that the ladder has had some great moments, whether it was the first ladder match on WWE with Shawn and HBK, or the Jeff Hardy.
Shawn and HBK, that's the same person.
You know what? That's what Shawn wanted it to be. He just wants to wrestle himself. Shawn and Razor Ramon, thank you for the clarification. the Jeff Hardy Undertaker ladder match, that famous call where
It's so good.
JR is like, climb the ladder, grab that brass ring, make yourself famous. Oh, a top 10 JR call for me. I love that part. But at the end of the day, the match is usually spent by two guys trying to climb up a ladder the slowest way you've ever seen in your entire life. I understand it's cool when they grab the belt and they're up high and yeah, but like the minutes before, it's just kind of
They've
like
been wrestling a match. You do 30 minutes of intense cardio and then try climbing a ladder afterwards. And please tell me how fast you're making it up that ladder. Get your heart rate to over 150 BPM the entire time and then climb a ladder afterwards. And do it as fast as you can. I want to let's see.
I love
Let's see.
I love the fact
Let's
that you
see.
I love
Let's
the-
see that. Let's see that. Let's see that.
I love the fact that you think that WWE wrestles a style that
Let's see that.
you shut up, you shut your mouth. I love the fact that you think WWE wrestles a style that dictates your heart rate's 150 beats per minute for 30 minutes. Buddy, rest holds.
Listen, you just gotta. You're still gonna be gassed.
Sure. But it is kind of silly with the
They have to put on a little bit.
I understand. But that's the
They're
finish.
acting.
That's the finish. The finish is here's the finish of a ladder match.
And here's the finish of a table match.
Okay. A tables match is not a pinfall. What are you talking about? A tables match is you go to the table, you lose. The Big Show didn't get pinned on the outside after stepping through the table. You go through the table, you lose.
Well, yeah, in a tables match, but like
that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about a tables match. We're talking about a ladder match.
Well, that's like for a championship. You can have a ladder match without championship.
Right. For like some of the best ones in history were let's see, what's the Terry Invitational Tournament. That Terry T Invitational I Tournament T. It was the 90s, and that passed as good writing, where the winner would receive the managerial services of Terry Runnels. It was the Hardy Boys or somebody. But you have Money in the Bank. Okay, look, I will concede that Money in the Bank is great. And it's only great because of the ladders. I mean, it's the whole premise of the match. I'm with you. It's good. Can't be upset about that. But having said that, that's the end all. The tables you get all the time. The tables you get, you have catchphrases around them. You have cool, memorable spots that will last you forever with them. But I want to say, I don't want to crap on the table. I don't want to crap on the ladder. I like the ladder. Just like the table better. Look, I think we can agree the tables and the ladders are definitely carrying the weight of the TLC match. You're just stepping over me. What are you doing? Let me finish my sentence. God damn it. Let me finish my sentence.
I'll let you finish when I'm finished.
No. Look.
You want me to win your argument or not?
No, tables and ladders, I think we can both agree, are carrying the work of the TLC match. Chairs
are the worst part.
Get out of a TLC match. Get out of my face with chairs.
I'm gonna win your argument for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Which of the two has first billing in TLC?
Oh, that's a good point. Well, because here's the thing.
The tables did come first.
I can't say that the reason is definitely because they wanted the pay-per-view to be called TLC and not LTC.
Sounds stupid.
No, TLC, Tender Loving Care. That's why it is what it is.
Tables, ladders, and chairs, and sometimes a wrestler's mom on a pole match.
And I can't, and I want to say this because I don't think it's just how good tables are. I think tables are very funny in the way that they are so funny they have their own segment in Botchamania. I am the table.
It's its own phrase. It's made its way into wrestling lexicon to the point that wrestlers will say it, and then be like, oh wait,
Yeah.
I said the words.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I am the table. That's a great segment. We're not even just talking. Think about all the different types of tables we can do, right? We got your standard, your wooden folding table. We got an announcer table. You got the Japanese folding table that rarely breaks, and when it does, it makes a hell of a noise. I'm talking barbed wire tables, and oh, piece de la resistance, something you can never ever touch. I'm talking about the flaming table. Yeah, I'm gonna put somebody through a hibachi grill, essentially. Oh, you got a flaming ladder, barbed wire wrapped ladder? I don't think so.
They do in Missouri at a VFW.
Dude, they probably do. Yeah, there's some East Coast.
Someone's doing that right now for a hot dog and a handshake.
But no, man, the flaming table. A flaming table is so cool. Always good. What do you got for flame? You got flaming. Let's talk about all the different ladders.
You can't really light a
you got-
ladder on fire.
You got a little ladder.
It's made out of metal.
You got a medium ladder.
You got a tall ladder.
You got tall.
And you got the one that Jeff Hardy gets.
You got
whenever
the-
he wants to do a swanton.
Yeah, you got that Big Show double thick boy. You got the thick boy ladder.
I mean, if you want to really get into it, aren't all the cages also the ladders?
No, now
they're not.
No,
They're not.
Maybe the old the old Big Blue cage when they had like the big rungs. We might be able to get away with it, but not chain link, dude. Flaming tables. How do you not love a flaming table? I mean,
Everyone loves a flaming table.
Yeah,
But you know what makes the flaming table spot better? When there's a ladder to put the person through the table with. Because you know how lame a ground to table flaming table ladder spot table
Edgeman
flaming
Kind
table?
Spear.
It looks silly.
Edgeman Kind Spear was good.
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
but yeah, that was they went off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They still had height to go off of.
You just mean like
The height makes
you're
those
flat.
look better. But if you take it and you just do like a power bomb into a flaming table, it's okay. It looks all right.
yeah.
But you've done a lot of damage to your body for no real extra gain or any cool factor. It would have looked cool without the table being on fire.
But still even cooler though.
But if it goes off of a ladder, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It is cool.
The ladder makes the table better.
The ladder makes the table better.
But the
Okay.
table doesn't necessarily make the ladder spot better.
But it does make it safer, right?
It doesn't make it any safer.
Well, when you fall to the outside through a ladder, Chelsea Green just took that Money in the Bank bump. That was crazy. Shout out Chelsea Green.
It was a really good bump. Chelsea Green, I think, is the future. Side note, that's the future. Like
She's good.
She's so good.
Yeah, she's been good since
Sign Zack
Lucha.
Ryder. Get someone give this man TV time.
He's on GCW all the time.
Give
not
Jericho's TV time to Zack Ryder. Soapbox. He's good in ladder matches and table matches.
He's the king of the death match.
He is. Well, he's the king of the dearly departed match. We can't say that word on TikTok.
You're right.
Oh yeah, listen. If you're gonna get me, on
You're right. You're right.
You're gonna get on me on
Yep.
it for making
Yep.
silly jokes. I'm gonna get on to you if you say
No,
the
you're right.
banned words.
You're right. You're right. 100%. 100%. I'm with you there.
Also saying dearly departed match.
Dearly Departed match is hilarious.
Well, no, to get past the TikTok censors, we're just gonna have to. Anytime we refer to it, it's just they were compromised to a permanent end. That's our phrase. dude.
Compromise to a permanent.
Compromised to a permanent end.
Yeah.
That's if Cena can say it, we can say it.
Yeah. Dude, but look,
Cena.
I'm saying the versatility of a ladder is not okay. You
I'll
jump,
give you the
you got-
versatility.
you jump
I'll give
off.
you that.
Yeah, you can jump off it. You can slam some guy through it.
You can hit him with it.
You hit him with it.
You
Set it
can
up in
hit
the
him with
corner.
the same way that you can do all the same basic stuff with ladders and
Right.
tables.
But you can spice up a table. A
Yeah,
little more.
the table can be spiced up.
Yeah.
But one of the ways that you spice up a table is by adding in the ladder.
No, I'm with you there. Yeah, I'm with you there.
The ladder is in itself a addition and a main dish. It can be either. It can
Right.
be the appetizer.
You're right.
Or it can be the big spot where someone's grabbing it. The table's always going to be just there to be broken. It's there to be broken. The ladder is there to be a symbol of triumph. too. It's rising above. It's climbing above. It's getting to the championship. It's not even just about it being a weapon to be used in the ring. It's about it also getting to be a symbol.
Damn. I like that.
It's symbology to wrestling and being able to climb and make it to the top. It's so symbolic of a wrestler's journey to getting to that point. Even when it's for Money in the Bank or it's for a championship, it's still like I'm reaching the heights of that company. Like you said with JR saying it to Jeff Hardy, make your dream come true.
Right.
Grab the brass ring. That's what
It's
the ladder
poetry.
is about. It's poetry in motion.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy reference there.
Shout out Jeff Hardy.
Shout out Jeff Hardy. Please stay clean.
Dude, I have to agree with you on that. I do like the symbology.
I got you with that one.
No, you're right. You went English major on me and tried to like bring up some like literary stuff, and I'm with you because you can use the weapon, the thing that you can use to take down others. You can use to climb and rise above them as well. It's all about how you want to use that tool. And I'm with you. I like that. I think that's cool, but a table goes explode when you throw someone through it. And my little reptile brain says, I like it when a table explodes. Okay? It's good. It's good. It's good.
Someone needs to make an exploding ladder now.
Oh my God. Oh, they do. The WWE does those. The wooden ladder.
Listen, that's why the wooden ladders I think are good.
Are they
Because they give the same feeling as a table breaking. Are you ready for your closing argument?
ready for the closing
We
argument?
call Chell.
Let's do it.
Okay, Chell.
I know, right? I
You
didn't
could've just been going.
I didn't
you could've been
realize
going by
that
Chell this entire
Chael
time.
Sonnen. I didn't realize.
It's not short for Michael, but it could be.
I thought that's what it was.
No, it's not. His parents just named him Chell.
Is his name not Chael? His name
It's
is
just Chell Sonnen. I would not lie to you about this.
no. I don't.
UFC might be fake, but Chell Sonnen's name not being Michael isn't. It's just Chell Sonnen.
No, I gotta look this up.
I swear to you, it's just Chell.
Yeah, but you lie a lot.
I lie about okay, yes, I do lie about a lot of. That makes it really hard for people to believe me when I told people I actively lie about things.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's like I'm just never going to tell you because none of it will be verifiable.
yeah, early.
This is verifiable, dude.
born.
He was named Chell, dude. Like
I just thought it was okay. I thought it was short for Michael. Somebody told
it
me that
could
it was.
be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe someone was just trying to get you to start going by
But
Chell.
Chael, that's right.
Just make you look weird. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, that's odd. Instead of going by Mike.
Yeah, right.
Once you hit 40,
All right.
I'm just gonna start calling you Mike. That's just gonna be your name then.
It's fair. It's fair. I
You'll
deserve
hit
it.
40 and then you'll need to get a beer gut. So start drinking bud.
Not anymore. Not the way I did it. Anyways, the table. The table is versatile. The table has many ways to spice it up. And the table
Spanish
has
announce table.
the Spanish announce table. I mean, there's literally
There are iconic tables.
right. There's iconic tables. There's memes about tables. The Spanish announce table is essentially a meme in and of itself. I mean, you have catchphrases surrounding the table. You have ways to spice up the table. The table is the scene for an amazing moment such as the Hell in the Cell match with Mankind and The Undertaker.
And for tables, just to give you a little extra here because I feel like you need it.
Sure.
When a table spot goes bad, it's kind of funny. But when a ladder spot goes bad, it's just awkward.
It's terrifying.
Because it just kind of breaks the pacing of it. If a table spot goes bad, it's just a little funny and the match keeps going. But if a ladder, now the guys both guys are like, what do we do now?
It is very funny when somebody gets thrown off a table and they just kind of bounce off and you're like, oh.
You can make a match around two guys not able to break the table.
Sure.
Because they're not heavy enough to break the table.
Yeah.
And the match just goes the time. You can do that. But a ladder match, you can't do one where both guys can't climb the ladder. The match just doesn't work. the match doesn't work. It just doesn't work conceptually.
All right, what do you got? Closing argument on the table, or the ladder rather.
The ladder is a symbol. The ladder is a symbol of wrestling. It is as much as a table would be too. The ladder is not only just a symbol of professional wrestling to non-professional wrestling fans, it's a symbol inside of wrestling of itself. It's a symbol of being able to climb to the top, and that's just a symbol in life in general. It's climbing the ladder.
Yeah.
So it serves a dual purpose. Not only is it a fun prop, not only is it one of some of the best spots that Edge and Jeff spear, any of the table spots, ladder spots Darby has risked his entire being for. Just every ladder spot you watch is so good. They're all good.
Yeah.
Almost all of them are good, except the ones with a certain wrestler who is incredibly mean with them. You know, I'm forgetting his name right now.
Being with ladders?
He's he's the guy that shouldn't have been. I can't remember his name, and I hate myself right now for it.
Yeah, I
Jay something.
Jay what? Jay something.
No. He was.
Anyways,
He's the guy that stabbed someone with a fork.
are you talking about Abdullah the Butcher stab people?
No, not him. The other guy. The other incredibly hardcore wrestler.
I don't know. Somebody in the chat will tell us.
You know exactly who he had a Dark Side of the Ring episode. He was alive.
New Jack?
New Jack, yeah. New Jack shouldn't be around ladders or professional wrestling in general.
No, New Jack should have been around tables.
I'm not going to say God rest his soul because
he's in the
he's in
the other place.
He was a menace.
Yeah,
he was a menace,
dude.
The other place.
You want to talk? Yeah, the other place. He don't. God bless. No, man. He ain't nowhere. He ain't near his jurisdiction.
He's with Benoit.
Remember the time he threw Vic Grimes and he hit those tables. They were having that scaffolding match. I didn't even talk about the scaffolding match. We don't have many of them, but God bless.
Good Lord, that's a good one.
Those are good matches.
So, but back to the ladders.
Yeah.
Back to the instrument at hand.
Sure.
Because I'm pretty sure the W word is banned on TikTok.
Yeah. That's probably accurate.
I think I'm not sure. Someone can check me on community guidelines. I'm not on TikTok, so
yeah. I'm gonna you finish your argument. I'm looking at the chat, seeing what the chat's saying.
But the ladder has just had less time in wrestling and way cooler spots. Just if you look at the amount of ladder spots versus table spots, it doesn't compare.
Yeah.
It just doesn't, like, the amount of iconic moments just in the time that both have been around and like used to their fullest extent.
Let's go to the phones here and take a look and see what the chat is saying. The Will Gray says New Jack was a gift. Yeah, keep the receipt.
From Satan.
Yeah, keep the receipt on those, my friend. Let's see. What do we got? We're going back here.
Oh, don't dislike me for that one.
What do we got a dislike for? That's uncalled for. Whoever threw a dislike. You forgot Evolution, all multi-world champs. Let's see.
Evolution was all multi-world champs.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. Evolution. Yeah. They might be there. Okay. 3-man band. Third best
is the third
best faction of all time. Third best faction of all time. 100%.
But weren't the people in Evolution, like 3 of them already previous champions though?
Yeah. Yeah.
The groups we were talking about were
futures.
They weren't champions at that point. They became champions in the future.
Orton wasn't champion. He was a IC champion.
The group was to get Orton. The whole point of Evolution was to get Orton
right
to become a champion.
Yeah,
it was kind of like the vehicle.
Oh man, here we go.
Who would have thought Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton would both be like in the positions they are in the company today?
Yeah,
and I would say we would have said Randy, and we would have said Cody too. I think based on his lineage, but
I mean, not from that.
We would have thought Cody.
I don't know.
Would have been booked better being Dusty's son.
Yeah, Cody originally coming in, you would have thought
he would have. I don't think he didn't want to like play into the Dusty Rhodes thing, though, which I guess makes sense. But now it's like, hey, that's the way to go if you're his family.
It's true. Let's see. It says I'm feeling for Mike today. He's got a real uphill battle ladder. Oh man. Damn.
It is an uphill battle. Like,
That's true.
Both admit it. I got the easy part. This time I got the easy one to argue for. I mean, the next one I got the hard one, but you know.
Let's see. We got someone here saying tables. Remember great matches with Edge, Foley, and Funk. Yep. It's not We Want Ladders. It was never We Want Ladders. Oh, I didn't even bring that. There's Chance. We want tables. Never one We Want Ladders. Damn. That's good.
Wait a minute. No, yeah. They were chanting We Want Ladders in the WLC match.
Yeah, it's because they want to see tiny ladder. They don't want to see regular ladder. We want to see some.
They still want to see. Hey. They wanted to see a ladder, didn't they?
They did. They did want to see a ladder. So the one time. Let's say I once saw Joey Janela give Leo Rush a Batista bomb off a ladder through a table. He stood up instantly. I do remember that. It's when Leo Rush had like the demon character. He just no-sold everything. Crazy.
Leo Rush is such a good wrestler.
Yeah.
But he's definitely one of those. If he was 5 inches taller, it would justify his ego about all of his wrestling skill.
Yeah, for sure.
It would justify every single part of it. He's John Silver with an ego. He's an incredibly talented wrestler that's a little bit, on the shorter side. Same with John Grisham. Also he's a good wrestler. Yeah. I like his whole gimmick too with the Cthulhu mask and stuff. He looks cool.
Now he's the octopus or something.
Yeah, but man, you know what would be cool?
What?
If he was 6'3" instead of 5'3".
Yeah, ain't that the truth? All right,
World champion.
Let's get in there.
How did the votes go? Did I take you?
737 votes here for the winner. The ladder.
Let's go.
And it wasn't even.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Woo!
It wasn't even close. 71 to 29.
Get dunked.
It was bad.
Get put through the table.
Right. Don't get put through the ladder. You won. You're the winner.
Hey, it's 1-5 now, baby.
Well, we got all these lost episodes, so I think we got to keep a scorecard at the bottom here. But we will do that another time. I am doing the job today with the table. The table, not the best piece of furniture to use in a professional wrestling match.
I'm working on getting kip-ups ready.
What?
I can almost do a kip-up.
No, you can't. It's fucking. I
swear to God, dude.
It's fucking. That is bullshit.
I have been doing planking for like the last 6 to 7 weeks, and I've been doing like squats and stuff, like Slavic squats. I can pretty much do flat foot squats. I'm getting close to being able just to kip up.
I'm just
fat.
If you can do a kip up by the end of the year.
Oh, dude, I got you, dude. I will do a kip up by the end of the year.
We got the live ended.
But no, for real, I am working on getting my calisthenics better.
Yeah.
But I just do it in between like at work and stuff. Like I do 2 minutes of planking a day.
Nice.
I do like a minute on each of my breaks.
Well, let's do the ending for this one real quick.
All right.
Well, there you have it. The table is
the loser.
The loser.
The big loser, the big L. I'm not the big L in this one. You are.
Your item looks like a big L.
No, that
kind of on side.
It looks like a big A.
Does or a
it looks
greater
like
than or less than sign.
It looks like an A for the winner.
Good job. Good game. Good match. I'll get him next time.
Like Steiner math, this is Steiner English.
Good night.
Well, hold on. Let's film the outro video.
What's the outro?
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Oh yeah,
and we can do the intro part now too.
If you like this and anything else, if you like this pro wrestling debate, please make sure to throw us a like on the video and think about subscribing. We're doing these new every single week. This for the rest of the year. We look forward to having you. Please enjoy everything, including this and all of our videos here on Suplex Media.
Make sure to Canadian Destroyer that like button.
And remember, pro wrestling is predetermined. Your life isn't. Go do something great today.
Unless you believe in destiny.